Guys, it's a very special competition video today. We're having Jake versus Dylan in a weld-off. Ryan's going to be the judge. Obviously Ryan and Shane are qualified welders, so they can't be in it. But Dylan and Jake are against each other. Dylan's prepping his pipe over here. Ryan's cut 2 bits of pipe that they have to weld together. So, in the red corner, we have Jake, Drifty Boy Brooks, boom, 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 boom. And in the blue corner, we have Dylan, has a fake Type R Civic, Akis. So Dylan's been prepping his pipes. What have you been doing to prep your pipes?
Well, got the grinder and I've got a bit of clean pipe here, mate. And yeah, just trying to look in for that good finish, really, mate. Yeah.
Jake, how are you going to be prepping your pipes? He's got a grinder in tow.
Let's have a look down.
Oh yes. Oh, competition and rivalry. Oh God. So how are you going to be prepping your pipes? You're going to be grinding off and lishing them?
Yeah, the volume in there, right?
Oh yeah. Look at that. So what are you doing, Dill? You
just prepping the weld now, turning it up more in speed, voltage, got a little test patch here, mate, ready for the real thing. Yeah, man, feeling confident, man, feeling confident.
So how have you prepped your pipes, Jake?
Just prepped on secrets.
Secrets? Where are you going, Jake? Where are you going? Are you running away from the competition? You're running away from the competition, aren't you? Dylan says that he's now ready to weld. He's done a bit of a test patch, which doesn't look good, but we'll see.
We'll be welding this side first.
Okay, here we go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? First weld's been completed. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Doesn't look too bad.
Oh, you're back clearing the cord now. Leaving it with us? Right, last weld, boys, last weld.
And he has completed it! He has completed it! I shall see what Ryan thinks of it before Jake starts his.
Nah, it's got a look, mate, it's got a look, yo. No techniques and that. Take it away then.
Run! Run! Jake is just prepping his mask before he puts it on to start the welding.
He's probably the worst person ever.
Let's see what the spare judge says about his weld. What do you reckon, Shane? Not bad?
It's high bad, mate. It's high bad, mate. That's going to be the quote of the weld-off.
Okay, so Jake has put his 2 tacks on the pipe. Here we go. Sorry about the background noise as well. We are remapping a car in the background.
We are working the process of filming this edit.
Here we go. Zoom in on the pipe so I don't get smashed again. Oh, it's looking a little bit more spottier than Dylan's. In for the last and final slug. Jake, how do you feel after attempting to beat Dylan? So the competitors are allowed to clean up the welds with a wire brush, but not allowed to grind it off. Dill says he's still going to send it.
Hot,
Oh,
hot,
look
hot.
at that. That is a close-up of the welds.
Action shot. Wait till it's clean,
I
mate.
could probably say that they don't look great.
Wait,
but
yeah, this is what he's holding, yeah.
And what's Jake doing over here?
Judge until all the cards are on the table.
He is cleaning it up with the whatever that is. You loving it, Jake? You think it's good? No holes? That is always good. What do you reckon to your competitors' chances of winning?
Mate, he's been welding, for about 2 weeks. Tells me that I'm on to a winner.
Dill is going with another tool to clean up his weld.
Circle wire brush on a drill. That's not meant for this, but you know.
So the other guys have gone outside to do something on another car outside, and Ryan is being the judge of the two tubes. So what are you testing for, Ryan?
Well, the first thing I'm looking for, well, both of them have done it. They've done test pieces to try and set the welder before they actually do the job.
Yeah.
When welding, it is good to get a piece of the same material and do a run on it before you go on a customs car.
So what exactly is the material that we've been welding as well?
Give them a challenge. I've given them stainless steel into mild steel.
Yeah.
The mild steel's dirty, it's used, it's an old exhaust system, as you can see.
Yeah.
It's all tarnished, so that gives them a chance to prep their own weld area. I've come from aerospace, so we had to conform to a RSP 001 spec, where you had to clean 4mm away from the weld area.
Yeah.
As this one is, that one has done it. This one a little bit messy. I mean, they've missed a little bit of preparation there. Again, there it's not quite clean, and on the stainless side as well, they've got a little bit of tarnish left there. I mean, they have cleaned the area up pretty well, but I would say this one, cleanliness of the tube goes to this tube here.
Okay,
Whoever
that's
that tube is.
1 point for that one then.
1 point for that one. The next thing I'm going to be looking at is weld consistency. Stop starts to see if they've merged the stop and the start together. So as you can see there, that lump is bigger than that one. So they've stopped the weld there, and then instead of starting back on that weld and waiting for that weld pull to heat up before dragging it and continuing, they've just moved the torch and started welding there. So that could contain lack of penetration. It could contain porosity. It could contain all sorts of defects in there purely because they haven't merged. But if we have a look at the other one, I'm going to check for the same thing. I mean, as you can see, that they have overlapped the stop and starts on this one much better than the first one. So although this one isn't prepped as well, I will give the stop start point to this tube.
So that's 1 point for each tube. Oh, it's hotting up.
The next thing I'm going to be looking for is on the inside, if I can. I'll get a torch down there just to see if we've got full penetration on the tube, because a weld is no good if you haven't penetrated. So if we look down there, there is absolutely no penetration into the tube from the top side.
No.
I mean, I can see a little bit on the bottom edge. If you look down there on that bottom edge, we've got slight penetration.
Yeah.
Just past the surface of the tube. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, slightly.
Slight penetration there, and then on this one, we've got a lot more penetration. It's not full penetration, so it is still bad.
Yeah.
But there is a lot more penetration on this tube. So this tube is the one that was cleaned well. Undercutting. Yeah. That's another thing. This one has no undercut. This one's got undercut there. So it's not quite mated the parent material into the weld pool. Yeah. Because that could cause cracking. That's really, really bad in aerospace. Like, that is a straight reject. But if we ignore that and continue looking at the straightness, he dips in a little bit there. He dips in a little bit there. So he's doing good runs, but it's not consistently straight. So I'll have to deduct a point and give it to that one again for straightness. And then the final thing we're going to look at is the splatter. I'm guessing the lads didn't use anti-splatter spray.
Probably not.
The splatter between the two, it's relatively similar. So if we look, we've got a little ball there, a little ball there. We have got splatter on both, but it's nothing major.
Yeah.
That would just knock off. I mean, I was looking for major splatter, like major contamination, but
Yeah.
they've kept splatter down to a minimum. So all in, what was the score, Aidan? You tell me.
I'm not really. I'm not sure.
I think it,
Right, okay, so which one do you actually think is better? We'll just go off that. Which one does Ryan, the qualified welder, think is better?
purely because there's no undercutting.
This one.
Purely because he's mated the parent material.
Which one's that? I know whose that is.
He knows whose
So,
it is.
when the guys come back from outside, we are going to tell them who has won and see what their reaction is. So, the guys are back. Yeah, you're on your dinner, it doesn't matter. Right, your pipes have been judged. Jake versus Dylan in the Kirk's Garage Weld Off Competition 2020. The winner is... I'm doing that thing that I do on the X Factor. Jake Drifty Boy Brooks! What do you think?
It's a fix, mate. Jake and Ryan are boys, mate.
He didn't know which pipe was which. What do you reckon? What are you thinking of winning?
I just knew. I knew. 2 months of welding versus 2 years of welding, you know me. I've been here 2 months.
And that is the end of the 2020 Kirk's Garage Weld Off Competition. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, then please do like. Drop a comment down below which one you thought was better. And please subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.